Welcome to an out-of-the-box preview video. Today I am looking at Around the World in 15 Minutes. This is a print and play roll and write game by Shiny Pigeon Games. It is coming to Kickstarter later this month, September, and I have been provided with these files in order to make this video. Because it's going to Kickstarter, everything you see is pre-Kickstarter, so things may change as the campaign goes on. So this is a print and play roll and write, so you'll need a pen, you'll need a couple of dice if you're playing the solo mode, and a meeple. In this game you are traveling from location to location, collecting souvenirs, exploring regions, collecting bonuses. It is at its heart a point scoring game. You can play it with many people. Each player will have their own player board. I've laminated mine because I'm going to use a marker pen, and there's a couple of boards. There's this one here that's the world, there's one that is focused on cities of Europe, and there's one that is traveling around the United States of America. Each of these different boards have some commonalities, so they all collect objects or you do explore, but there's also in the US map you can collect points for going for iconic cities. If you're in Europe, there is an extra on regional majority, so the more cities that you have and you visit in each one, you get more points. The way that the game goes when you're playing multiplayer is that each of you have a board. One person is the navigator. The navigator decides which action you're going to do. You will either travel, collect, or explore. So I'm just going to bring this a little bit closer so you can see what's happening on here. So when we travel, that's pretty easy. We just move from site to site as we travel around the world. If we decide to do a collect action, there's a whole lot of objects, and if you look at, so Europe, you can collect mugs or you can collect t-shirts. If you're in Oceania, you get t-shirts or your passports stamped. For every row you get 4 points. For every column you get 6 points. If you decide to explore a region, for example Istanbul, you could go look at the monuments, or you could go out for a meal. Say you're in Casablanca, you can go look at the forest, the kind of forest areas, or you can have a meal. And with your exploration, you tick off each one of these. You do enough of these: drama, sightseeing, wilderness hikes, fine dining. As you tick these off, you increase your score value. If you travel through 3 cities in a continent, you can complete a region, and again those tie up, and at the end of the game you sum up the scores, and whoever's got the highest score wins. So in a multiplayer game, one person is the navigator, and they decide which of the 3 actions they're going to do that turn. Everyone then has to mark it off on their own map so they can do their own little travel plans. That person that's the navigator then can also do it again, so they get a bit of a bonus. Then it moves to the next person, and they then play their hand. Well, they then make their choice, and you go through it until you loop round to this. One person's looped round to the city that they started in. So say you started in Sydney, you're traveling all around. As soon as someone gets back to their starting city, that's the aim of the game. You total up your points, and you win. And like I say, you can play across lots of different maps. It also has a solo mode, and it has a special board for the solo mode that has a turn tracker. So you've got 20 turns to complete your trip. If you complete your game in under 20 turns, every turn under the 20, so by completing the game you get back to the start city, you get those points. So if you complete it in 15 turns, you get an extra 5 points. With the turn tracker, you roll 2 dice. If you get a 1 or a 2, you travel. If you get a 3 or a 4, you collect. If you get a 5 or a 6, you explore. If you get 2 dice that arrive on the same one, so I get a 5 and a 6, you'd have to do an explore, and then you pick something else. So you can pick a travel. So you're always doing 2 things per turn. And that's the speed bonus I've talked about. And that's how it plays. It's very simple. If you're playing in the rules, everything's nicely set out. And at the end of the solo, there is like a chart of beat your own score. So when you're playing solo, sure, it is a beat your own score kind of game, but you can also rank yourself. So if you get, you know, between 40 and 49, you're a Tripper Travels. If you get 60 to 69, Timeless Trip. So there's something to aim for. Yeah, so I'm going to play a game, and then you can see how it plays in practice. So I'm going to play the world one, because that's what I want to play. Okay, so I'm going to line this up. I'm going to make sure that I can see everything. I've got my dice tower here. We're pretty much good to go. So first turn, and we roll our dice. I'm going to start in Sydney, and you put a star there. So I'm going to aim to get back to Sydney, and there's 3 points bonus. So if I get back to Sydney before the end of 20 turns, I get a 3-point bonus, and if I get back before 20 turns, I get whatever points as well. So let's go. Okay, so I get a 1, so I'll be doing some traveling, and I'm going to do a explore. I might start, and you can do this in any order. So before I travel, no, maybe I'll go travel first. Let's go to Johannesburg. So we're going to go to Africa. We'll go to Johannesburg, and I'll do my explore. I can either go out for drama to the theatre or go fine dining. I'm going to go fine dining, and you just cross it off. Then that's the end of the turns. It really quick turns, and it literally is, you know, 15 minutes. The game is done. If you want a fast game, okay, and it's pretty chill. You know, it's no aggression. There's no combat. No one's dying. No one's getting injured. You don't have health points. You're just traveling around. This one's interesting because I'm not traveling. I'm actually collecting and exploring for turn 2, and I'm still in Johannesburg. So I'm going to collect. In Africa, I can have a shirt or I think that's a map. I'm going to have a shirt. I'm going to start at the top and just work my way down. I also have to do an explore. I'm still in Johannesburg, so I'm going to go out for dinner again and try and max that out. Turn 3. 1 and 2. Okay, so they're the same things. I have to travel. I'm going to bump it to collect. At the beginning of the game, the options are, you know, there's a lot of things you can do, and you start filling things in. As you get later in the game, things start locking out. You're losing turns, and that can get a little bit stressful if you don't get back to your base. I am going to go up to Cairo, and that's my travel, and I'm going to collect because I'm still in Africa, so I will get a map. Turn 4. Doing an explore and a collect, so this could come back and get me later. I kind of want to do as many regions as I can, so I'm going to do the 3 cities if I can. I'm going to explore Casablanca. What can I? No, I'm not Casablanca. I'm in Cairo. I'm going to go see a monument, and then I'm going to collect Africa. Let's have another t-shirt. Turn 5. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of. Oh, that's good actually, because I wanted to travel. So let's travel to Casablanca. If nothing else, you get to learn some more geography. And we're doing collect. We're still in Africa, so I'm going to collect a map. Turn 6. Ooh, 2 5s. I'm going to travel. Travel is kind of important. You've got to get around the map. I've done a continent now, a region. I've done 3 cities. I can do that. Let's head off to Rio de Janeiro. That's our travel. Then we're going to explore. If we explore, we can go hiking or dining. I'm going to go dining. I'm going to try and max that one out. Turn 7. 2 and a 3. So I'm traveling again. Let's go to Santiago. And 3 is collect, and now we're in South America, so I'm going to collect a passport stamp. Turn 8. 2. This is a good one too, so we're going to go up to Lima, and we're going to collect. So we're still in South America. I'm going to collect another passport stamp. I really want to travel now, head into North America. Oops, here we go. I get a 2, which is my travel, which is great, and explore. So let's go to Mexico City. And I've done 3 there, so that's another region completed. So another couple of points, and I need to explore, and I think I will go, it's either or, I'll go see some theatre while in Mexico City. Turn 10. 5 and a 3. I'll stay in Mexico City for a little bit then. Will I collect, because we're in North America, we will collect a cup. So I have completed that row now, so I'll get 4 points, and I have to explore, and I can explore. Let's do some more theatre. Turn 11. 1, which is good because I want to travel. I'm going to go to New York City, New York, and I'm going to collect another cup. And so now I've got, that's 8 points, that's good. Turn 12. 2 and a 4. Let's go to Toronto, and there you can go from one side of the map to the other side of the map. I'm going to collect in Toronto a cup. 13. Ooh, 3, which isn't great. I'm stuck in, oh no, that's all right, because I get a 3 and a 4. I'll turn that into a travel, because I want to go to London, see the King. And while I'm in London, I'll collect a t-shirt. So I've got all my t-shirts now. I've got all my mugs. So anything else that I get for collect is going to be lost. So that'll be a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Turn 14. A 1, which is great because I like to travel. Let's go to Paris. And we're going to explore Paris, and we are going to do some theatre, because I want to max that out. Turn 15. We're staying in Paris for another day. While we're in Paris, we'll do some more theatre, and we have to collect and t-shirt and mugs, which I've maxed out, so that's a waste. Okay. Oh, did I mark off? I didn't mark off my North America, because I did the 3. Okay, turn 16. Ooh. Oh, that's good, actually, because I get my travel, and we are heading to Rome. I might have to give Asia a mission and head straight back home. We'll see how we go. And in Rome, we can collect t-shirt and mugs, which we've already got. 17. Oops, we're stuck in Rome. Nothing to collect, so why don't we go find dining? 18. So I don't think I'm going to get my bonus for, oh, I've only got 3 more turns. This is going to be tight. Okay, let's head to Istanbul. Oh, one thing I should have said, you can only go along a line once. So you can go through cities multiple times, but you can't cross over. You can't use a line twice. Once it's marked off, it's marked off. I guess that goes without saying. We're going to explore, so we can do fine dining. That will max that out. I think we'll do that. Turn 19. 2 turns to get back to Sydney. Can we do it? That would be a no. That's a bit of a shame. So I'm not going to get back to Sydney because I'm stuck in Istanbul. So I was kind of being a bit greedy, so I'm not going to get that bonus. Never mind. We collect in, where are we? Istanbul's in Asia, so we can get a green one, which is pretty good because we could try and max that out. And I can explore. Let's do some monuments. So now I know I can't get back to Sydney, so I'm not going to get that 3 bonus, but if I could get a yellow one, that would be good. And I can only get a yellow one in Oceania, South America, and North America. So I've done that badly as well, so I'm not going to max that one out either. This is all going to impact my score. And last turn, a 2. Oh, so close. go on then. Where shall I go? Let's go to Tokyo. I was not going to make it back to Sydney anyway, so I'll go to Tokyo and I will collect nothing, because I've got nothing to collect, and I'm done. So that's my travel finish. So now we just add up our score, and so I don't get the 3 points. For my suitcases, that's 10, that's 20, and then I get another one of those, so that's 24. So I get 24 for my collections. I get 6, that's then 8 and 9, which is 17 for my explore. My regions, I got 4, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did get my 4th one. I didn't pick up Asia, but I wasn't going to do that anyway, so I get 11 for that. And then we add it up. That's 18, well, that's 8, 18, 28, 48, 52. And then we can look it up, and for 52 I get Great Getaway. My last game I got like 68. So there you go. I didn't get any bonuses for getting there early. I went right to the bitter end, and yeah, there is a bit of trade-offs between, do I want to run for home and try and get those bonuses, or try and collect things. I didn't max out stuff, but there are, so that's the world map. There is also around Europe, and then there's around the USA, and there's going to be a 4th map in the Kickstarter right here with some wildlife photography. So that's something interesting to look forward to. If you like the look of this, I will put a link to the Kickstarter down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thanks for watching.